Assalamu alaikum, it's Zafar here again, and in this video I'm going to cover a complete 20 pages consulting company profile with you. I designed this in Figma. I'm going to show you the step-by-step process how you can design the entire profile using the free software Figma only. And if you want this complete profile with design and original content, I will put a link in the description or the comment section. You just click there and you can get this full 20 pages Figma profile in one click, and very easily you can edit it for your own project or for your client project. So let's jump into the video, and we're going to create this from the beginning. It's a company profile, so let's begin to the design. I'm using the Figma again. So here let's rename the file to consulting, and here I click there and I'm going to select the A4 size pages, and now I'm using bleed here, so the weight will be 605, and here sorry, we're going to make it 852. And now I'm going to take a rectangle here, and I'm going to make it 50 pixel for both dimension, and let's make this to the top left align. I'm pressing shift R in the keyboard, and let's make a ruler here, and now just select this and go for the bottom and right one, and I'm going to select the ruler here too, so that we can fix a inside amount where we can work. And I'm going to naming it font, and let's control D for duplicate this one, and I'm going to name this backside. Now it's time to put our logo here so that we can copy the logo color for our full design system. Here is our logo. I'm just copying this, and I'm going back to the Figma file and Control V to paste the logo here. Let's wait. Yes, it is done. It is a weak dimension. If I go for the crop, I can crop this into this size, and let's press Alt in the keyboard and decrease the sizes like that so that we can control it professionally. So if I now hit K in the keyboard, it will make us to resize this in a tiny manner. And if I zoom it by pressing the Control and Alt in the keyboard and scrolling the mouse wheel. Okay, now if I press V in the keyboard, I can now adjust it like this, but I'm going to put this here like that, and let's make it this. Okay, so now if I take a box like that, and I'm click here at the fill, and let's take the color from our logo. This is the first color. Okay, the color palette is done. If I now click here the plus, and we can make a variable for this color. I'm going to make color 1, create variable. Now if I go for the second one and I click here again, let's make it color 2. And now what I can do, we need some low variation of this. So if I click here, sorry, so if I change this color like low transparency, I want to make it transparent to 20%, and let's make color to TP, I mean transparency. Let's create variable. And now if I go for this color again, and let's make it 20% and make it color 1 transparency, sorry, TP, create variable. And now if I go for this white one, and I'm going to make it white, create variable. And if I go for the darker one, sorry, and we'll use it as text, so I'm going to make it text. Let's create variable. And now we're done with this color. And if I go for write something, this is heading. If I make it K to make it bigger, and if I go for V, and let's duplicate this one more time, and let's duplicate one more time. This will be in the size of, I think, 50, but 50 is very bigger. We can make it to 30, and we are going to use this as heading, but let's make little bit larger, like 36. And this one we can make about 20. This will be the subheading, or we can make it 24, and this one we are going to make it 13 or 12. Okay, this is very smaller one, and we can make this to 20. Okay, so we are done. Now this is time to make, since their title style, I'm going to click here this font size. We're going to search for some interesting font. Okay, let's make some professional font. We can go for Monsart, and let's make this too bold. And if I click here, let's go for typography. I'm going to click here at the style and going to select the text, and let's go for heading. This is the title, and description is nothing. I'm going to search the font Montserrat, and let's make it to bold, and I'm going to make it to 30 and create a style. And this one is 20. So if I go for the style again and go for text, and let's name it subtitle, and let's go for Monsart, or this time we can use enter, and let's make this to 20 and make it semi bold and create a style. And third one, we're going to create paragraph, and we're going to use the same font, and let's make it 12 and regular. It is okay. So we're done with this, and let's delete them. So now if I keep this logo this side at once, we're going to design the base structure for the font page. So if I going for the shape, we will use a 5 polygon for this time. So if I click here, Let's make it like that, and if I go for the count to 6, it will be a polygon like that. 6. So what we can do, we can make this one like that. Okay, so if I paste it in here, and let's make it little k bigger like that, and I want to make it a little like that. So if I go for this, I think we have to do something at the first time. So if I make it like that way, or sorry, we can make it like that, and now let's change this direction to here, and we are going to use it. And I'm going to make it bigger with pressing the K in the keyboard. Let's make it like that. Okay, this is good to go for now. And if I duplicate this by Control D, and let's make this polygon 2 into the back side, and let's change this color to red. I think this is good to work here, but if I click here, we can make it like that. I'm sorry, we can make it like that. Okay. Now I can move this to the backward. Now what I am going to work here, if I click here, the duplicate one again, and let's duplicate this. And now what I can do, I'm going to take a rectangle here like this, and I'm going to move this here. So if I make this color to the black for now, that's good, and I'm going to take it here. That, okay, almost there. And if I make it little larger so that it cover the bottom side, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here and here, and let's go for the pathfinder here, and I'm going to subtract. So here is another shape we are found, and let's do make another color to easy understand. This is it. And now if I hit here, and let's duplicate this, and I'm going right click and flip vertically, and let's make it little bottom here, like that here. And let's make it flip horizontally. I'm trying a different angle to make it more catchy. So let's check some corners here. Okay, I think this is good enough to make something interesting here. And also what you can do, if I double click here, you can see this and that. If I now go for, no, it will not work. Let's leave it. So now first task is to draw the image here. So if I go to my file, I think this photo we can use here. Let's Control V to paste inside this, and this is not in the right position. So if I click on the image, and here we can rotate it. Okay, so it is done. Okay, sorry. So if I go for the crop, we can see what we want to show here, like that. And I think this is good. And here, if I click here, and let's go for the transparent first one, it is selected. Or now if I unlink it, we can go for 50%, and here we are going to check this to the second color, and now we can color this to the first color. And I think this is very our brand color. So if I paste here, and let's make little more smaller with K, and I think this is done. Now we are going to put some heading here, and if I go for the document file, this is our company name. So if I go for the T and paste here, this is the name. And if I go for the typography, this 4 dot, and I'm going to click on heading, so it will take the heading directly. So if I make it to the second page, and I'm going to break this rule here, I'm on to make it 50 pixel, or let's make it 60. I think this is good to use here. Okay, so if I make this to that side, this is fine, I think. And we can use a tagline here, limited. Let's change this color, the first one. Okay, let's change the whole color to the primary secondary color. And I'm going to the text again, and I'm going to find the tagline if there is any. There is no tagline I found for now. Let's copy this one for example this, and I'm going to click on the T again and let's paste it, and I'm going to select the typography to title so that it will make the in big format, and if I make here like that, it will be in the paragraph case. This is good, we can use here, and if I control R so that we can see what is the profile is looking in the physically. Okay, I think this is good enough for the home profile, sorry, for the home page. And now I'm going to put some address here too, and if I go for company profile, and we can select his to here, and let's K to resize it. Okay, this is good, but if I want to make them to uppercase, I'm going to click here, and let's make it smaller now. I'm going to make it to bold, and this one to thin, like that, so it will be another Fiverr look. And let's make it to, this profile is in green color. I think this is good enough. And now what we are going to put our address here, our office, and this time I'm going to use the normal one. Okay, and I'm going to choose this to the paragraph, and now I'm going to use the your Gmail address, contact information. This is my WhatsApp number, anyone can connect here or message me, and I'm going to put another info tilbo.com, and I'm going to put the website dot this one. This is for example, we'll change this later when the project will be finished, and I'm going to make them this 3 to this left align, and the spacing will be 3, or we can make it 2, and let's make this paragraph 2, I think 10, and this one for also 10. Okay, and now if I click here, let's make it to 2 again, or 1. I think this is good, and here also, so we can put it here. And now what I'm going to do, if I left click here and going for plugin, you can go for manage plugin and check for iconi Iconify. It's already installed. So if I click here, you will see interface like install it. I'm going to select this location first, import as frame, and then I'm going to contact. I'm going to use this one for the second one, or this one I can connect. Okay, done. So if I go for the location, we can change this color to our primary color or secondary color, and here also we are going to check the secondary color. And if I go here like that, this is outside of this canvas. So if I make it here, let's come here, let's control shift A for make them auto layout, and also let's select this one and control shift for make them is auto layout. And I'm going to make this two here outside, and let's take it to inside, and let's select them auto layout. And this is the difference between them is 6. I'm going to make it 10, and also here we are going to make it 10. So if I click here, shift and let's connect them with that. And here, so if I click this two for now and make them here, and I think it will be good enough. But if I make them like little bit this, okay, so the distance between these two elements is similar now. So this is the home page or the front page I designed. What we can do, we can check the black to this one. Okay, this is good. And here you can say a shape is came here. So if I duplicate this subtract here and let's drag it and drop to the back side, it will become here. And now if I make it here separate, it will be another design. So what we can do, we can also put that shape here. If I click here, copy it, and let's paste them. What we can do, we can make them smaller, like K is the smallest one, and let's control horizontally for that, and let's make it here. And let's make it little bigger. Let's Z. Okay, now perfect. I think not perfect. Now it is good. What we can do, we can change this image now. If I click here and let's upload from computer, or if I go here in our file, we can copy this image, and let's come here, select this shape and Control V to paste it, and I'm going to change the direction. This is good. Okay, so if I change this color now for the first color, and let's change this one to the color to this, let's make it to 50, and this is good. And yeah, I'm going to change this color to, okay, let's leave it like that, or we can change this to the second color. That's good. Something we'll put here at the end. We're going to put the logo here, and we're going to make it smaller. And what we can do, we can put a line here or box here like that, tiny one, and let's make it to the second color. That's good enough. What we can do, we can make it little upper here. Okay, this is fine. And here we can copy this two again. I'm going to copy him, and let's paste there. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to make it separate like that, and I'm going to duplicate this one, not inside but outside of it. So if I click them and him, now I can fix them proportionally, and I'm going to make it to that. Okay, this is cool, and let's make it little down. Done. Now what we can do, we can duplicate this again, Control D, and let's make it like that. And I'm going to make it, sorry, okay, to that. This is fine. Okay, from top to bottom, we can think about it. Let's change this to the primary one, first one. And here we can put a big title here. So if I go for the last page, almost, or what we can do, we can copy this line, and let's duplicate this, Ctrl Alt and Ctrl Shift, and let's make them to here. Okay, and it is done. Okay, the second page is done also. Or what we can do, we can make it little bigger to that corner. Okay, and let's make this to here. Okay, done. So we're done with the cover page and the back page. Now it's time to go for the other pages. And let's change this consulting color little difference to make it more catchy. And if I go for the stroke, and let's make it 2 2 2 and 1 0. Okay, it is little 3D. Now it's time to create the about us page. So if I click here at the font page, let's duplicate them, Control D, and here I'm going to make it here. And now I'm going to delete every element from here, only the pages, because I want the ruler. If I press Ctrl Shift, you see the ruler is here, and I'm going to naming it page 1. And if I duplicate it, Ctrl D, it will be the page 2 automatically. And if I go for the duplicate, it will be page number 3 automatically. So if I delete them, and now we're going to make the contact content table and other pages here. So for the rest part, I'm not going to talk anything, and this video will be a little bit faster to understand you, and you can copy the design styles. And here at the end of this video or in the description box, you can find a link how you can download this complete file I designed for my client with original content, so that you can use this entire design in your own personal use or for your client project. So let's go for the other pages too.